Hopefully you're more excited than she is. Welcome to Yard Eaters. My name's Matt, and in today's weekly lesson, we're going to talk about low light gardens and proof that polyculture actually works. So, the door's kind of loud. Let's get started here. Here's the thing. We moved in here like a year ago. This is the first season that I've actually gotten to grow back here. And when I was looking at the light, what I was going to get throughout the year, I knew it was going to be a pain in the butt. I knew I was going to have to really be creative here. But I want to show you how much light I get. I want to show you how I know that, and show you what it's doing to my garden, and also to my wife listening, why I need to start growing in the front yard. So here's my proof. Okay, here we go. Now check this out. So here's south. We live in the northern hemisphere, so the sun comes along. It's east to west here. In the winter, anything like October or lower, you don't really get the sun back here. And so as March comes along, the sun comes out, creeps out from over the roof, and then April, May, June, July, and you see I'm only getting like 4.5 hours of light. And then the fall comes back and the sun comes back down, and I'm only getting like 4.5 hours back here. It's no bueno. So let me show you what my plants look like and how they're responding to it. So I grew these as seeds in February. It was like late February. These are both pepper plants. They are barely doing anything. They are so mad. You can hear them screaming if you listen closely. And I'm finally getting a few flowers, but I'd be surprised if they ever turn into pepper plants. Here, look at this. Here's a great example. So this this cherry tomato plant right here. On all of my blooms, I'm only getting one cherry tomato plant. One cherry tomato. I got two down here, okay. But seriously, I'm only getting like one or so. And so what's happening here is the leaves here, these are our sugar factories, right? They are photosynthesizing, turning light into sugar, and then they use that sugar to make our fruit. And so it's not making enough sugar to make enough fruit to fill up these flower pods. And you can even see right here, yep, there goes a tomato. Hope my wife sees this. So as you can see, I'm probably only going to get one tomato out of that. My alyssum, this thing will not start at all. Let's see. Oh yeah, my supermodels. Look at the legs on these tomatillos. Like seriously, this thing is going nowhere. Here's the other one. And I think my favorite, I swear, these are supposed to be French marigolds, but I don't know if it's the low light or I planted African marigolds, but these things are about 12 times taller than they should be. So, yeah, this is what happens when you don't get enough light, when your plants don't get enough light. Keep in mind, as you can see, I am getting tomatoes. I'm getting tomatoes, getting some good sized tomatoes over here. I think these are black cherries, maybe. Look, so this is a Cherokee, I think. So I'm getting tomatoes. It all comes down to the productivity of the plant. How much output are you, accepted? How much output would you accept from your plant? There you go. Given how much energy you have to put into making sure that plant survives. I'm going to take you to the front yard now. I want to show you my front yard, which gets closer to 7 hours of light every single day. And I have a few things planted up here. My wife doesn't know about them, but we don't talk about that. And I'll show them to you, as long as you don't tell her. So, here we go. I mean, she knows about this. So here's a fig tree. This thing is just exploding. It's getting 7 hours of light. Super happy. We all know that sunflowers don't come out unless they get minimum light. Minimum 7 hours, I would say. I forgot to bring it. I planted a tomato plant. You know what? I'm gonna go get it. Okay. I planted this tomato plant, same size. It was in this pot. I think this is a green doctor as well. I about 2 weeks ago. Look at the size of this thing after I put it in the ground, and it's gotten sun. Mostly, honestly, it's gotten sun because the soil in here is really good. So it's just absolutely exploding. Here's another one. It was much smaller. This is a smaller variety anyways, so, but absolutely exploding. This is the corn that my wife doesn't know I planted in the front yard. I think she's beginning to notice. But you can see I'm getting enough light out here, and this is what you get here. Now let me show you the sky up here. So up here, here's my sky. So east to west again, 10 o'clock to about 4:30 or 5. And then so almost throughout the entire year, and then coming back down through most of the growing season, I have 7 hours of light. Okay, I want to show you one more thing. So I had a bunch of kale plants in the backyard, like 6 of them, and they were all eaten. I had some extra ones, and so I said, okay, I'll throw them in the front yard because I just know where to put them. And these actually, they had aphids on them when I first got them. And now they have the aphid residue, but the aphids are gone. Like, they're not here anymore. This plant is so healthy, they can't even eat it. So, I mean, this is the perfect example of polyculture in its finest. I don't think the pests can find this plant. I mean, it is surrounded. So, I mean, something to consider. It works. I pulled a leaf off. I want to clean this off and show you what it looks like, because I would be skeptical if I was watching this video. I'd be like, well, I just saw a bunch of white stuff on the bottom of that leaf. Okay, so let's check it out. By the way, it's not cold. This is to keep the mosquitoes off of me. This is June. We're in Atlanta. Gotta choose your battles. So you have to remember, when plants are in the right environment, they build complex proteins all throughout this leaf, and this leaf becomes indigestible to pests, to the bugs that we don't like. But when a plant is stressed, it doesn't make those complex proteins. It just keeps a bunch of simple sugars, amino acids in this leaf, and the leaf is weak. And it actually changes the color of the leaf because bugs see in UV. And then they come and eat this leaf because it's full of sugars. But this one's not. I mean, you can feel how healthy these are. So, look. There's no damage to this leaf. There's no damage. There's no part where the leaf is, losing nutrients because it's getting sucked dry by some bug. They're there, but they're having a terrible time. It's like showing up at a buffet 5 minutes after they close. So, I mean, healthy plants. Bugs can't eat healthy plants. So that's all I had for today. But as you can see, light's a big deal. And polyculture works. No one's finding those kale plants. Fine, I'm the only one that knows. So, I'll see you next week. Eat the good stuff, stay healthy, and follow me so I can show you how to eat from your yard. I'll see you next time.